When I was 2 years old, me and my little brother, we decided to go and pick up the gallon of gasoline. It just fell down to the ground and the gasoline ignited the fire.
When I see him, he is screaming, and he got his hands extended like he want to reach me. Everything happens right away.
70% of my body was burned and I fell into a coma from the shock. The doctors were already telling my parents to be ready in case I were to pass away.
You can go to sleep, and change your life.
So the skin on my face, I normally just wash it with water. I don't do too much to it. I'm probably supposed to be wearing sunscreen, but I don't. And I just make sure it's nice and clean. On the nose, I do massage it every now and then. Since my last memory of me not being burnt doesn't exist, this is my normal. So I felt normal. It never really hit me too much how different I was from other people until later. So growing up, a lot of other kids were very curious as to how I got my scars. But for the most part, after their curiosity was quenched, they didn't really bring it up too much, and we just became friends most of the time. The thing that bothers me the most is the stares, because I do look completely different from everybody else. So that is a little annoying.
Anybody there?
Hello, welcome in.
How you doing? How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I was 2 years old when the fire happened. I was gonna help my dad cut the grass. Me and my little brother, we decided to go into the garage and pick up the gallon of gasoline, which was on a top shelf. It just fell down to the ground and it spilled. Gasoline ran all the way towards the water heater and that ignited the fire. My brother Daniel was in the fire too. My mom immediately ran outside when she heard the screaming and pulled him out, and my dad came out the shower and pulled me out of the fire. I do believe my dad saved my life.
Everything happens right away, He's screaming. When I see him, he got his hands extended like he want to reach me. And I was grab him from his shoulders and pull out the fire.
You suffered some burns as well, right?
Yeah, I get burned my hands a little bit, but my wife, the same thing. She burns her hands and her arm. It's bad when that happens, No, it's not time, it's faster.
I think my prognosis when I got into the hospital was severe burns through around 60% of my body. The doctors were worried about my recovery. Some of them were already telling my parents to be ready in case I were to pass away. My dad was extremely stressed out about the situation. He somewhat blames himself, even though he didn't really do anything to cause it. He said that he was fighting with the doctors to do something, but they couldn't do anything.
You can go to sleep, and change your life. My wife too. My wife changed her life, it was suffer a lot, it cries a lot, but we don't cry in front of him. Everything he needs, we give it to him.
So I think the main two lasting symptoms that I have from the accident is that I lost sight on my right eye, and the other one is that the scars don't grow. I've basically been in and out of the hospital throughout my entire childhood, teenage years. I believe that on my face, I've gotten around 15 to 20 surgeries, and in total on my whole body, I've probably had over 150, 160 surgeries. This is like 5 skin grafts just to make sure the arm can stay extended. I used to have a band right here, contraction, but it's almost gone now. They did a forehead flap where they cut my forehead up into my scalp and flipped the skin over to my nose so that I could have a nice healthy chunk of skin on that area. They also did on my hips and the side of both my legs on the contractions I have there too.
So they've been doing a lot of work on you.
Yeah. I know you and Mom did not want me to continue surgeries.
So that's my question. When you gonna stop doing this?
Never.
I was thinking you don't gonna be a sufferer anymore.
Well, I don't see surgeries as suffering like other people do. Since I was little, every time I go to the hospital and get a new surgery, I just see it as me improving my health a little bit more.
Whatever you decide, I'm gonna be with you. What your decision is correct. Mm-hmm. Are you happy? It doesn't matter anything.
I do wish I did have a visible difference, mainly because it does cause health issues. And obviously I'd rather, instead of being in the hospital all the time, be doing a few other things. The scars themselves, the way they look, it's fine to me. Kind of like the Frankenstein look that I have on my arm. So I plan on getting a few more skin grafts, add to that. It's now a different day, and now that I'm healed up, we can proceed with the actual contents of the video. I started creating TikTok content in spring of 2021. I've had so many surgeries in my last 22 years that the hand that has been used for all the IVs is now scarred and it can't be used for IVs anymore. That's me directing myself from the idea I had. I think it's just a creative outlet for me to educate people on different aspects of being a burn survivor, and then, you know, to make people laugh as well, because that's the vast majority of my videos.
We just reached 100,000 followers. Thank you, all you filthy degenerates. 3 positive characteristics that can help you overcome any challenges that you may face, whether it's a house fire, depression, or stumping your toe at the corner of your bed.
The response from the viewers of my TikTok has been always showing support. Every now and then there's a troll, but that's like normal for anything online, so it doesn't bother me. I do notice that normally the other supporters that I have on social media end up going after those people, so I don't have to do anything. I don't even remove them, because then that means I'm paying attention. The positive responses always make me feel a bit more normal in this world where I'm not normal. It's always really nice to read.
Hey, Sergio.
How's it going, man?
What's up?
Been a while.
Yeah, good to see you.
Hey,
So,
man.
Solomon?
How's it going?
It's going good.
Nice. Good to see you, dude.
I actually met Sergio at the movies because they work together. But Sergio told me right away, he told me his story, and we instantly kind of connected and bonded and felt like each other were just safe and cool people.
We met virtually first, and when we met in person, it was just like we had been old friends for a while.
When he told me he had a TikTok, I thought that was super cool. He doesn't let, you know, any visual scarring or anything impair his life.
Yeah, the way Sergio deals with his condition is so optimistic, and it just like inspires me to like do better in my own life. I mean, he's just like a glass half full kind of guy. So I love that about him.
I hope people take away from my story the motivation and the power to be able to move on and do greater things. Never let any little or big thing hold you down. You have your whole life ahead of you, and you could always accomplish so much, even with there being some downsides along the way.
I'm proud of him. He's very good. I can't have another son like him.